You might be mistaken if you think TikTok stars are young, sweet teenagers who just like sharing videos online. These influencers often find themselves facing controversy, from saying shocking things on the internet to physically harming others. Today we'll be telling you all about TikToker Bryce Hall's fight with a security guard in Vegas, plus all the biggest scandals to hit TikTok stars. Stay tuned. Up first, Bryce Hall punches Vegas security guard. Besides being a content creator, Bryce Hall has also boxed before. The influencer dramatically lost in a June 2021 match against fellow social media star Austin McBroom. Well, it seems like he was testing out his skills in Sin City by slamming a nightclub security guard right in the head. All of this was caught on video, and it's now making the rounds online. The fact that there's hard evidence of the incident doesn't look too good for Bryce. In fact, it could actually end up getting him in legal trouble. The video, which was captured outside the XS nightclub at the Wynn in Las Vegas, was obtained by TMZ and showed the TikTok star trying to physically harm a member of the security team. This also includes him punching the man in the side of the head. Police sources have told TMZ that after the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department responded to a call from XS, Bryce was issued 3 misdemeanor citations. This included 2 for battery and 1 for trespassing. Now the matter will reportedly be sent to the district attorney. Now for what sparked the fight. Fans and people online are wondering what could have happened to make the influencer react so violently. TMZ has reported that Bryce and his friend were attending the club, but were later kicked out. This was after they were invited up to the DJ booth during a Calvin Harris set. We wonder what went down for them to get kicked out right after being invited to join the booth. A closer look at the video shows Bryce throwing the first punch. Then 4 security guards swarm around him to take him to the ground. Before buying a home in Las Vegas in 2022, Bryce used to reside in Los Angeles. On the weekend before the incident, he was also seen at the AVN Awards, from where he posted multiple pictures. TMZ has reached out to Bryce for a comment, but haven't yet heard back from him. Bryce Hall isn't the first and only TikToker to face controversy. While we wait for more to emerge about the situation, let's take a look back at some of the biggest scandals to hit TikTok stars. Up first, Tony Lopez accused of harassment. For those who are unfamiliar with the nitty-gritty of TikTok, the Hype House is a group of creators who collaborate on creating content and reside in the same house in California. Even though this may seem exciting and interesting to their viewers, there's frequently been conflict and friction involving this particular group. In fact, members of this group have previously accused Tony Lopez of sexually harassing them. 2 girls ages 15 and 16 filed a lawsuit against Lopez for attempting to engage in sexual activity with them and requesting graphic images, according to Teen Vogue. In response, Tony Lopez said that these accusations were completely untrue. He also added that he'd never sent nude images to the girls and had never asked them to send any either. Further defending himself, the influencer also added that he'd never engaged in sexual activity with someone who told him about being underage. Plus, he added a jab at the girls, saying that it seemed like they were doing all this for the money. He also claimed that he was planning to fight this accusation. Let's look at what happened next. Even though he denied everything, Tony Lopez lost contracts with many companies, including Bliss Spa, who chose to quit sponsoring him. At that point, he apologized on Twitter, in a tweet that's now been deleted. He began by saying that he's aware that these activities are very reckless on his part and are not to be treated lightly. Lopez also added that he's accepting responsibility for this mistake and not hiding from it. People later claimed that he was exempt from prosecution for any crimes. Now for how Zoe Laverne kissed a minor. Zoe Laverne rose to fame through her lip sync videos and now has over 22 million followers. She now uses her social media channels, mainly Instagram, to document her experiences as a mother and fiancé. Still, some would remember that just a few years ago she was involved in a horrible scandal. A video showing Laverne kissing Connor, a 13-year-old boy who used to be one of her followers, was leaked in 2020. She was 19 years old at the time. People online began to discuss the issue, and the TikTok star was accused of grooming a child. According to an insider, a former close friend of Zoe's described her actions as pedophilia. Next up, what was Zoe's response? Zoe Laverne responded to the comments on a live stream by saying that she didn't groom Connor. She added that she was aware that he was a child, but the kiss simply happened. Zoe also defended herself by saying that friends often end up developing feelings for one another and that it shouldn't be a concern. The TikToker finished by saying that the age gap was undoubtedly a bad thing, but the two soon came to the realization that it was wrong and stopped. Laverne's mother dismissed the criticisms by claiming that all the two of them were doing was sharing a simple kiss, and this is what happens sometimes between best friends. Despite the seriousness of the accusations, Zoe quickly made a video about her return to TikTok after being canceled for the 100th time. Let's look at the Stokes twins' misdemeanor charges. When Alan and Alex Stokes uploaded their first YouTube video in 2017, they really made it big in the world of content creation. Their pranks not only increased their popularity on social media, but also led to legal troubles in their private lives. The twins were accused of false imprisonment in 2020 during a bank heist prank. Speaking to Deadline, the prosecutor involved in the case said that the responding cop saw a sick scheme to increase online fame by needlessly endangering both the public and law enforcement. He also said that these weren't pranks at all, but crimes that could have left a victim with severe injuries or even killed them. Next up, Josh Richards flashed his fans. On TikTok, Josh Richards has more than 25 million followers, and a lot of them are preteens. In April 2020, he was caught up in a controversy after after flashing his audience during a live webcast. Remember, this is an audience of young kids. An angry fan posted on Twitter that Josh Richards' actions were disgusting, considering the fact that his entire fan base is probably 11 to 13 years old. The TikTok star had pulled his pants down and exposed himself to his viewers during a live stream. He quickly posted an apology for his actions on Twitter after a day had passed. He admitted to making a mistake and said he was aware of the implications of what he had done. Plus, he added that it wasn't his intention to show what the viewers had seen, even though some of his followers still showed backing and love for him. Many of them objected to his apologies. They replied by saying that the influencer had to remember the importance of being thoughtful when posting on social media. This wasn't the only issue fans had with him. One Twitter user also discussed his drinking in front of young followers. Now for Bella Poarch's scandalous tattoo. Bella Poarch has an impressive 92 million followers, so it's no surprise that every move she makes is under intense scrutiny. Fans of the social media star were outraged when it was revealed she'd gotten a rising sun tattoo. The history of Japan's military is associated with the rising sun flag, particularly with the invasion of Korea by Japanese forces before and during World War II. The BBC reports that this flag is to many Asians what the swastika was to the Nazi movement. Poarch uploaded a video to TikTok to apologize to anyone she had offended with her tattoo after realizing her fault. Bella responded with a statement in her comment section saying that she's planning to either do a cover-up of the tattoo or remove it entirely. She added that she was unaware of the history behind the tattoo and would inform others about it moving forward. The TikToker had also added a heart on the tattoo to begin the cover-up process. Despite all this, the situation just got worse, and people on the internet started to come after Bella and her culture. This wasn't gonna fly for her, and she posted on Twitter that it was okay if people made fun of her, but it wasn't okay to make fun of the Philippines, where she's originally from. Coming up next, Cash Baker's homophobic comments. We all know that people often make homophobic comments online, and one of those people is the TikToker Cash Baker. In 2020, he posted a video on TikTok in which he said that as a Christian, he can't support, encourage, or promote the LGBTQ+ community. He also added that this doesn't mean he hates the community. The video had since been deleted. After the video was deleted, Cash uploaded another video talking about how his friends advised him to stop preaching since he could likely get canceled and demonetized. He said he'd already lost many followers and was being labeled too problematic. The star hasn't suffered any serious issues online though, as he still posts on TikTok to over 18.2 million followers. Last but not least, Isabella Avila used slurs. Better known as Only JS, you might have seen this TikToker on your feed posting videos about the human body and mind. Much to the disappointment of her fans, it was reported by In the Know that the influencer had used racist and homophobic slurs in screenshots of old text messages. While many in the LGBT community insisted that it was acceptable for them to use anti-gay slurs as they were part of the community too, others argued that it was still wrong. Avila later posted an apology on TikTok, saying that she was apologetic to everyone, particularly those in the Black community. She also added that she didn't even realize that the screenshots were hers because she's not the same hateful and angry person she was before. That's all for today. Which TikTok star do you think had the biggest scandal? Comment below and let us know. As always, thank you for watching, and remember to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more if you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.